welcome to today's edition of the Pastor's Study. Today as we get together, we're going to look at the second commandment that we find in Exodus chapter 20. And here we see that God is saying to us that we shall not make for ourselves an idol. Now, an idol often is thought about that carved image. In some of our travels overseas, we saw individuals who had carved idols, who had items that they created with their own hands and placed them in their yards, placed them in their homes, and they worshiped them, they prayed to them, they looked to them. And God is saying, don't make that kind of an idol. And I think when we look at that and when we think about that, a lot of times that we say, I got that one. I don't have any carved images in my home. But God is more than a carved image, and idols are more than carved images. And so I think we need to understand that anytime that we try to put something before God, anytime that we try to declare that something is greater than God himself, anytime that we try to attach it, whether it's to our work, our self-worth, our strength and energy, anything that we do that takes our priority over God becomes an idol. We can see in John chapter 4 verses 23 and 24 it says, God is a spirit, and those who worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. We can create an idol out of the place that we worship. Because we can think, well, I meet God here in the sanctuary. I meet God here in the church. And that is true in many respects. But if we attach too much value to the property or the building, we are diminishing who God is. We need to understand that God is not limited. God is not confined. God is not contained with some image or building or anything. And so we need to be careful that we do not assign to God some form or some responsibilities and limit God to those things. See, God goes way beyond any kind of image that can be crafted or any kind of reality which we come into play and create. So think about it as you look out over your life, you look through your home, look through your heart, and ask yourself, what to me represents God? And if you're creating some kind of form or some kind of priority, your work, your schedule, your family, any of those things can become an idol to you. So make sure that you have no idols in your life. Till next time in the Pastor's Study, goodbye, and may God bless.